What's going on, everybody? It's Phdarien. Got no PhD, but depends on who you ask. I got a PhD. And I also said I was probably going to stop doing that. But either way, I'm back. And I'm not back, and I'm just going to be putting up videos every couple of days. I'm going to try and do at least once a week, if not two, depending on the time. So, status update about myself. I was in the police academy from January this year until last June, a month ago almost. So I graduated the police academy. I am officially a police officer now in the city of Virginia Beach. And yeah, so I'm out there in these streets. So I joined the military. I went from the street to the fleet. Now I'm retired. I went back to the street. So from fleet to street. A lot of things have happened. I haven't posted a video in about 7 months, rightfully so. I was busy. Very, very busy. Not only going through the academy, I had a lot of personal stuff going on. A couple health concerns, and I really didn't have time to sit down and just make videos, edit videos, post them, because I had other external factors outside of staring in this camera. And I wanted to share some of it with you for the 50, 60 views I might get. I know that I got like 3,000 subscribers. I'll probably only get 100 views on this thing, and that's totally fine. But either way, I wanted to talk about this. A lot of people have asked me, hey, did you fall off? I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm just busy. Since my last video, I think it was just a subscriber giveaway for the 2 Geisley triggers. And then I was doing a lot of stuff about air rescue. That stuff has helped out a lot of people. As a matter of fact, most of the people going through air rescue school right now have seen the videos of some sort. There's a guy currently that was in there who called me a couple weeks ago. He said everybody at the schoolhouse at this point has seen my videos. So yeah, thanks for those guys. Either way, I want to talk about some firearm stuff. I have been out of the game so much that I had no clue about anything. Nope. Yes, I knew Trump was shot at. That's about it. I didn't know anything about firearms that were coming out, that were coming and going, and issues back and forth. And I wanted to just talk about what has happened since then and why I've also been very busy. So just like anybody, you get burned out and risk reward will eventually start to play. I don't want anything from you guys other than feedback. And I do get feedback. Some of it is actually positive feedback. Some of it is neutral and some of it's negative. I actually accept all of them. However, if you don't watch the full video and you leave a negative comment, I'm probably going to just delete your comment or delete you, because you're exactly the problem with a lot of stuff going on right now in the world. Is people don't watch the whole thing. They make a split-second decision based on what they see for, 30 seconds and then make a lifetime decision on it. So if that's you, then go ahead. Continue to make comments before you watch the whole video. So either way, I have a lot, maybe not to you, it's a lot, but I've purchased a lot more firearms or built some since we've spoke last. Just kind of giving you an update. One of them was 2 days ago, yesterday to be exact. I haven't shot it yet, and another one I don't like at all, and I'll explain why. So in this video, I want to talk about some of the firearms I have. So obviously this video is not monetized. I don't do it for money. I do it for genuine feedback to help out the community that's helped me, which is the firearm community. Now I'm not only saying it, I'm speaking from a position of a former service member, current police officer, and things of that nature. So let's just go in, let's just dig it out straight. I have my duty gun inside the house right now. I'm not going to take it out. I might do it on another video, but it's essentially this right here. Same holster, which is a Phdarien holster, but my duty gun has the signal sidearm, meaning once you draw it, it instantly activates your body cam, the vehicle's body cam, or anybody's within a 50-foot radius. So yeah. So this is it. This is a Gen 5 Glock 17. I had it Cerakoted tungsten, and I also got the slide cut to be milled for a 509T red dot. This is essentially what I shoot at work. So I have a TLR-1H specifically, right, the high lumen one that gets hot. I have a TLR-1H, I have a Gen 5 Glock 17, and a Holosun 509T. It's similar to the EPS carry. It is a closed emitter. It's not open. It does have the solar option on the top as well. And yeah. So me not knowing, there's no magazine, I just cleared it. Me not knowing that we can and cannot or could not shoot our duty gun, I went and bought a 17 and pretty much made the same thing. That way I wasn't constantly activating people's body cams. I can train offline with it, stuff like that. Then I found out, like, oh no, we want you to shoot your gun. I'm like, well, crap, now I have 2 of the same gun. Never a bad thing.
Nope.
So that's that gun. And yes, I put the QLS. I have a lot of QLS adapters on most of my firearms I have, except for maybe a couple. Since then, I bought this. Don't think it's ever made anything on the channel. This is the Springfield Echelon. Empty mag, empty chamber. Gonna put it back in there. This one right here I bought for competition specifically, and because of that, I put the 507 comp on it, which is more of a competition gun. It's got like 7 different reticle options. They're the same ones, but different dot or circle variations. You can put up to 7 or 8 different reticles. This one, however, is in green. I personally do pick up the green. I first bought a green one thinking that, oh, maybe, you know, I'm gonna believe the hype that people said and just get one and spend more money. And for me, it does work. I do have red dots, but I also have a couple green dots. I love the TLR1 Lite. I'm so used to it already at work, so I decided to put that on this gun as well. Easy to take off or on. Love this gun. I love the stippling that's built into the grip. I love the fact that it's ambidextrous from both sides already. So as far as locking the slide to the rear, everything about this firearm. I did take off the it is threaded as well. I did take off the thread protector if there was one on, and if not, I don't care. Lost it then. So either way, I love this thing. Absolutely love it. I've been doing competitions with this for the past 6, 7 months. Yeah, about the last 6 or 7 months, I've been doing a lot of USPSA competitions with this gun. And I do USPSA for a number of reasons. One, it's fun. It's another way to get out there, test yourself and test your gear. But you meet a lot of people. You meet people in the industry, you meet people in law enforcement, you meet people in the military, you meet people who are concealed carriers. And because it's a practical shooting application or association, U.S. Practical Shooting Association, it actually helps you think about it when you have multiple targets at multiple distances that require multiple hits or multiple rounds. And then you have to do movement. Not maneuvering, but movement. Sounds similar to you, but they're very different. So movement is you going from A to B. Maneuvering is when you're trying to get in a tactical advantage and like flank somebody, and you typically do that as an element or a group. Yes, you can do single person maneuvers, but very rarely. So either way, I've been shooting the Springfield Echelon so much. I love this firearm, probably more than any firearm I have. Handgun, I should say. Including my Glocks. I have 6 Glocks. I love them all. But this Echelon specifically, I absolutely love it. There's nothing wrong with it to me at all. So I wanted to talk about that briefly. And then, now a lot of people know the Echelon has a smaller brother, which is the Hellcat. Now they're not the same line, like P320s, like you have the, you know, M17, then you have the P320 compact. They're not like that at all. But being that they're both from Springfield, people would just say, hey, you have a full-size gun, and then you have a compact gun that is geared more towards concealed carry. It is the Hellcat. Well, a friend of mine, who will probably never watch this video, and if he does, oh well, put himself in a financially retarded situation where he needed to sell one of his guns. So he bought a Springfield Hellcat Pro, and he bought a normal Hellcat. This Hellcat Pro came with a 507K on it as well, and the TLR8 Streamlight. And he asked me if I wanted to buy it from him. I said, sure. You know what? I don't mind it. I'll buy it from you. I've heard nothing but good things about the Hellcat, so I bought it. Things I don't like about the Hellcat right off the top. I don't like the fact that it is not ambidextrous on both sides as the Echelon is. So if you see on this side, it is not. Now, if you say, well, it doesn't matter, you're right-handed, you are correct. So with my right hand, can I drop it? Absolutely. With my left hand, can I drop it? Yeah, absolutely. I just have to maneuver either my trigger finger or my middle finger. And I just don't prefer that. I'd rather just, if I have to do any sort of training offhand, I want to still be able to use the firearm as it was designed for both people. This doesn't have an optic on it right now, not really a big deal. It does have a loaded chamber indicator that well, kind of. You can see in the top of the, what is this thing called? The slide. You can see that notch cut out where you will be able to look down and notice if there's any brass. Magazines are really smooth. I do like that about the magazines. I love how easy they go in and out. Very, very smooth magazine. Shot this thing. Took it to 2 or 3 different gun shoots. Shot this thing. Don't like it.
Nope.
At all.
Nope.
And it's not just the fact that, I mean, can I hit the target? Yes, I can hit the target. It's how snappy it is on my wrist. I don't prefer it at all. And like I said before, I was thinking about buying it just because. I've become to my friends somewhat of a gun nut or a gun snob. I wouldn't consider myself a gun nut. I would say I'm a gun enthusiast or firearms enthusiast. I do appreciate craftsmanship in firearms. How many times can you invent a wheel or invent a car and still get people to look at it and want it? It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, to me, I don't mind buying guns. And if I don't like it, I'll turn around and sell it, or I'll find somebody else in my family who could use it. So this gun right here, my sons both have a good grip with it, and I might see if they like it, and if so, this will be what they shoot. And I'll outfit their duty belts, not duty belts, but shooting belts with it. So I showed you my duty gun clone, the Glock 17 Gen 5. I've showed you my Echelon, which is what I use for competitions at this time. My Hellcat, which I'm not a fan of at all.
Nope.
And my concealed carry gun, which has made its way on this channel multiple times. So I have the P365 XL. I bought this a few years back. It doesn't even have rear sights. It just came with an actual red dot with like a half-ass sight on the back of it, if you will, for the rear. I have swapped it out since. This gun is loaded, or at least it should be loaded. Sure is. Well, sure was. Not loaded anymore. I'll go ahead and can't put the bullet back in here because this is already full. I'm going to set this to the side. No, I'm not going to take them off the table. A lot of people will sit here and act like you're going to blow up on video, which it happens, I guess, but I would never upload a video of me royally screwing something up in the first place. And in my prior profession and current profession, that's the last thing I'm going to do, is act like I don't have enough sense to handle a firearm in my own house, in my own establishment, at the age of 41 almost. So yeah, I love this gun. Love it so much that I made it my concealed carry. I actually have this as my official backup gun for duty, for law enforcement purposes. So I can use this while I'm on the job and off the job, both of them officially in a law enforcement capacity. Ugh. So like, let's say right now I have my concealed carry. I go to the store and the store's being robbed. I can use this gun to, you know, deadly force or not. And obviously that's a big deal. Now there's only a handful of firearms you can do that with. It has to be a decent caliber. As far as my department's policies are, 9mm I believe is the smallest. I mean, but if you have a 40, 45, they're fine with that, but you can't have like a 380 or anything like that. 22 long rifle, a little Derringer. You need an actual firearm with somewhat stopping power, if you will. And this is what I picked. And I absolutely love this gun, minus one thing. Now, if you can see right here, this TLR7 sub sticks out just a hair further. Can you see that on camera? Yeah, you can. Than my barrel. And because of that, you can see these scratch marks in there. Right? And all the carbon buildup on it, it just starts to get annoying. Really annoying. I love this gun. I love everything about it. I conceal carry it. I have a tier 1 concealed holster for it. It's great. I typically run a 14 round magazine, which is the 12 round mag plus 2. Nope, I lied. Yeah, so this is the 14 round mag, right? And then the +2 would be the mag guts. I have the mag guts on it. And then here's another holster, which is 15, which actually has 17 rounds in it. And this will go in the other side. So I have 17 here, 14 in the firearm, +1 in the chamber. So you can go ahead and count this as my daily carry. Okay, getting into what I just purchased yesterday. I just purchased yesterday the P365 fuse. I didn't even know the fuse came out until yesterday. I might have heard about it within the last week or two, but nothing went through my head. I was so busy with work and studying and understanding law, did not care. So yesterday I made the royal mistake of going to a local gun shop, walking inside, only to get a bolt catch pin. Not the roll pin, but the plunger and spring, like the little pin that the spring goes in that gives it pressure. I walk out with an entire new firearm, over 100 rounds of 300 blackout, which actually was going to go there for some range ammo for 300 blackout, so it's sitting over here. But I walk out with this. I walk out with the P365 fuse. Have not shot it yet. Will probably shoot it today. I mean, obviously I still have the little, whatever this is. Stop, read the owner's manual before whatever it says. Utilizing this product. We all know that ain't happening. But cool. I love this. So it comes with a stock 17 round mag, or flush mag they call it. It's got a built-in mag well. You've probably already seen other videos on this, and that's fine. Like I said, I didn't even know the dang thing came out yet. It is optics ready. I don't know what I plan on putting on there, but most likely going to be a 507K. If not, I wouldn't even try putting SIG's red dot on there. I know they have a few red dots that are actually beefier than the crappy plastic one that it used to come with. I do like the fact that they already have the front and rear sight, the fiber optic green on the top. The cocking serrations on the back of the slide and the front of the slide actually, in a way, remind me of my Echelon, the way it has them. And so I like it. I do like the grip of this so much better. And I mean so much better than my everyday carry 365 XL. With the Wilson Combat Grip, I prefer this grip over the Wilson Combat Grip in the first place. So I would probably, I could change it at some point. I'm not saying I would never change it, but I don't think I would have to change this for me at all. As of right now, haven't shot it outside, haven't shot it in the rain, haven't shot it with sweaty hands. So maybe it's all, it looks cool now in this nice environment, but in the field it actually is not the best. It actually has Picatinny rail on the bottom for other light accessories and not just the little crappy rail. So you can put in actual like lights and certain things on here. It is a nice long slide. It has the best fitment I've ever had on what would be considered a full-size gun, but that 1-inch narrow factor, I love it. As I stated, 17 round mag. Yes, it's clear. You can see straight through. You see me? All right, cool. Will it fit a P365? Yes. Empty. 17 round mag. Yes, it fits. It sticks out. Looks kind of crappy, but whatever. That was not only the part that sold me, it was also the fact that it came with two 21 round magazines as well, which do fit in the 365 XL or the normal X Macro, probably all the 365 families. I haven't seen the mags out, but just seen the firearm out itself. So that's what it looks like flush. The 21 round mag sitting outside of this thing. It doesn't have an optic or a light on it, so it kind of probably looks naked to some people, compared to something like this where it looks like it's a little bit more finished. But this is not my concealed carry gun, so if it was, it would definitely have a light on it at the bare minimum, mainly an optic. I am a fan of optics now. I used to hate them on pistols. It didn't make any sense. I was the guy who's saying if you can't hit your target within a certain distance, then you're absolutely retarded. And in part, I still believe that, but not fully to the same philosophy. You could be at night And once again, in professions similar to my current one, I've had to use flashlights at night plenty of times, going in the backyards of people's houses and stuff like that. If I did have to ID a target, I would not do it with my light. This is not a light or a gun with a light on it. This is not. Neither is this. I'm starting to see a trend here. I have nothing but TLR lights from Streamlight. So my Glock, my Echelon, my Hellcat, which I don't like.
Nope.
And whatever this is called. My everyday carry, my 365. I love the fact that these have lights on them. And it is an illuminated reticle. I'm sorry, it's an illuminated firearm. I don't know why I said reticle. It is not a firearm with a light on it. It is an illuminated firearm. So if I point this thing and light you up, I'm pointing the firearm at you as well. And in my profession, that is a use of force, regardless if I pull the trigger or not. You being drawn down on a loaded weapon, with a loaded weapon, is enough for me to still have to do paperwork and explain why I had to point a gun at you. So I would always use a normal light. But these lights are so nice and small, I could always take it off. Spoke to my son the other day. We were in a store, and I explained what happens if the power went out and I don't, and I'm wearing a lot lighter clothing or something that doesn't have any pockets. Well, my concealed carry, I can still have this in a waistband. I don't need pockets. I still have a light. So in the event the power went out and we're in the middle of a store, whether it was by terrorism, accidental, weather, it doesn't matter. I can always take this light off and use it as a standalone light, or I can leave it on and still ID threats in the dark. The fiber optic sight, the night sights on any sites I've ever seen, always suck at night. You can see them in the dark, yes, but I'm not trying to line up those 3 dots in a stress environment. I'm just going to light you up and place the dot, red or green, over the target, pull the trigger if need be. So yeah, that's that. That's my philosophy on that. So I'll go ahead and put that back. But this 365 XL, I'm sorry, Fuse, I love it. I love the magazine. I love the fact that they come with 3 magazines. When I bought the XL, it only came with 2 12-round mags. This came with 2 21-round mags and 1 flush 17. I will be able to probably do competitions in this because I've done them on the XL. And I really want to see how this is going to hold up on competitions. I love this grip. Like I said, I haven't even shot this gun, and I'm already in love with it. I've never once made a purchase that quick on something just from merely holding it, hearing about it, seeing the features it has with it. And let me back up a little bit. I was going to get the macro. I know it has a 17-round mag. It was a 365. The XL was doing pretty well, and they needed a little bit more grip, and so the macro came out, and I was thinking about not upgrading but just having another firearm. Well, now I see that in the P365 line, they just came out with this. I think it was released within the last week or 2, so not too many people even have it. And there are plenty of people with reviews, I'm sure, big name channels, Mr. Guns and Gear. I think I saw Lena Michalek doing one earlier today, just to make sure I don't say the same thing everybody's saying. But this is my opinion. I didn't even watch her whole video. I just saw her shooting. I love this thing. I love the trigger on this. If it's anything like the trigger on my normal 365, which is heavily broken in, by the way, but I do like that flat trigger. I do like how it sticks out. I don't really care for the curved triggers on pistols, mainly rifles. This one right here has similar to a Glock, where it has that little detent that goes on the inside. Now, I did clear this out earlier. I'll do it again. So to shoot this thing, you cannot just pull the trigger. You do have to get this, you have to engage this little pin right here so it actually helps shoot it. But yeah, so even this right here, it says 17, but it's got a +4 kit on it. So this is a 21-round magazine. In my Echelon, this is what it looks like. Right here. Very similar firearms. I love the grip on everything for the Echelon, and I'm loving the one on the 365 Fuse even more. As I stated, have not shot it. So before I even go slap an optic on there, I might go to the range today or tomorrow and shoot it. I might shoot 100 rounds. I might shoot more, might shoot less. I don't know, but I will go through some drills. I will try all the magazines. That's something a lot of people probably don't do. I've noticed that some friends of mine, they say they'll only bring a couple mags. Any magazine that your gun came with, you should probably test it to empty. Test it on, you know, and before I test it to empty, I will always test it with 1 round in the chamber. I want to make sure it locks on empty every single time. Make sure that follower comes up and hits your whatever that detent is that makes it go to slide lock. So I want to make sure I test that first before I'm wasting rounds and find out, oh, okay, I just sat there and pop, 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 pop. I don't want to dump them all out. That will be in another drill. However, I do want to make sure. Now, yes, can I put an empty mag in it now and it lock to the rear? Absolutely. But will it actually do it when I'm firing the firearm? And so, okay, I hear my boys out there. I will do that. Then I will go shoot it all. You probably hear that. Those are the police, and they're going that way to one of the hottest areas in my city for this side of the precinct. And yeah, that's not good. But either way, that was just me a couple days ago. I was over there, lights and sirens, all the way down the street. Either way, I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to give you guys a quick update on my status. I am no longer a service member for a while now. I am now a full-blown police officer, and wanted to share that with you guys if you cared. I don't know everything about the law. Never did. I still agree with everything I said on previous videos about your state laws, your local laws, about 80% lowers. Yes, I'm still into 80% lowers. Yes, I still build them. But I just haven't posted for a while. Like I said, I had a lot on my mind. A lot of stuff. Editing these videos do not take 5 minutes. It can, but at the same time, it's a little tedious. Single dad, everything came up. So either way, hopefully you like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the thumbs up button if you like it. Hit the thumbs down if you don't. Leave a comment in the comment section and tell me what you would like to see, or suggestions on optics. I have a lot of Holosons. I actually have all Holosun optics. I do have some from RMR, like I have the RMR. Who the heck makes this? Shojicon. It's on top of an ACOG. I might take it off. It won't fit on this one, by the way, but unless I had some funky adapter plate, I wouldn't want that either way. I do have a Leopold red dot. That'll probably go on the P320 or another firearm for all I know. But yeah, I don't know which optic to put on this thing. So I might go to the store here shortly and yeah. Ooh, that trigger. I love that trigger. I love that trigger. So yeah, that's my video. Hopefully you guys like it. I'll see you next time with a report as to what it is. And no, it's not going to replace my concealed carry gun. It's just going to be another gun that I might use as an official backup gun. And I might still carry it. It just will be based on certain clothing. It may be like a winter carry versus a summer, spring carry, which will be my 365. It can be all year round. This one may be all year round, but it can definitely be a fall and winter carry for me. Depends on how it handles when I go shoot it and everything like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and I'm out. Peace.